Good morning, students. Today we start chapter 4. Topic is 4.2 magnetic force. Here, source first one is 4.2.1 sources and fields. Before we introduce the concept of magnetic field, we already learned in chapter 1 about the electric field. In electric field, interaction between the two charges can be considered in two stages. The charge Q and source of field produce a electric field. There is for this produce a electric field only for a stationary charge. Only for stationary charge. So E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square. 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, where r cap is unit of the vector LMR, E is the electric field, and charge Q is with the field, and experience of force F is equal to Q into r cap upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Okay. But here in for the this all are only for the stationary charges, means a static charge produce a electric field. Static charge produce a electric field. The current and moving charges produce in addition in this a magnetic field denoted by B for a moving charges. Okay, now the second point is in this case magnetic field and Lorentz force. Second point is 4.2.2 magnetic field and Lorentz force. Let us suppose that there is a point charge Q. But here this Q charge is moving charge, moving with a velocity V, located at R at given time in presence of both electric field and magnetic field. Again I repeat, a point charge Q moving with a velocity V in presence of electric field and magnetic field. So here force on this electric charge Q to both of them, because of electric field and magnetic field both are present. Electric field and magnetic field both are present. So here we get one equation, F is equal to Q E of R plus V cross B of R, okay, is equal to one portion is electric and second one portion for magnetic. Okay, this force was given by first Lorentz based on experiment of Ampere and others. So it is called Lorentz force. In first point, it depends on Q, V and B. It depends on charge, velocity and magnetic field. Charge of particle, velocity and magnetic fields. Force on a negative charge is opposite to that on a positive charge. Now in second, magnetic force. Now second one portion is magnetic force Q into V cross B. Q into V cross B includes a vector product of velocity vector product of velocity and magnetic field. Vector product of velocity and magnetic field. The vector product makes the force due to a magnetic field when is become a zero if vector product makes the force due to the magnetic field when is become a zero, means magnetic field is equal to zero if velocity and magnetic field are parallel or anti-parallel, are parallel or anti-parallel. The force act in a sideways direction perpendicular to the both velocity and magnetic field. Here magnetic field direction it's given by screw rule, right hand rule for vector product. Okay. Now third one is the magnetic force is zero if charge is not moving. Here we know that suppose this portion V is equal to 0. So magnetic portion this also is equal to 0. So only moving charge feels the magnetic force. Only moving charge feels the magnetic force. Now unit of BR Newton second per coulomb into meter. Other unit called Tesla, names after Nikola Tesla. Okay, one unit is Newton into second. B is equal to Newton into second upon B is equal to Newton upon second per coulomb into meter because B is equal to F upon QV. Equation is B is equal to F upon QV. Okay. Now next point is third one. Third point is 4.2.3. Magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. Magnetic force on a current carrying conductor. So we already discussed a drift velocity Vd. Okay, in the presence of external magnetic field B, the force on these carries is here F is equal to NLA QVD cross B, QVD cross B, where Q is value of charge on carrier. Okay, now NQVD is the current density J. Okay, is the current density of J. Okay, A is the current I of current and the current density. So next equation F is equal to NQVD into LA cross B. Okay, now is equal to J current density AL cross B. So final equation is equal to IAL cross B, where L is the vector of magnitude L, length of the rod with a direction identical to the current I. Okay. Now in the Lorentz force, we can calculate the Lorentz force on it by considering it as a collection of linear strip. Summation this one. So F is equal to summation J I DLJ cross. Topic 4.3 Motion in a magnetic field. Topic 4.3 Motion in a magnetic field. In the case of motion of charge in a magnetic field, magnetic force is a perpendicular to the velocity of the particle. So no work is done and no change in the magnitude of the velocity is produced. Now suppose motion of charge particle in a uniform magnetic field, motion of any charge particle in this uniform magnetic field, this is uniform magnetic field, inward to the book direction of the magnetic field is inward to the direction. Okay, now so first consider the case of here V is perpendicular to the magnetic field, means perpendicular to the force is Q into V cross B act as a centripetal force and produce a circular motion. Here a uniform magnetic field. First consider case of here velocity is perpendicular to the B magnetic field direction, perpendicular to each other V and B. So in this case act a centripetal force direction to the center in the case, so produce a circular motion perpendicular to the magnetic field, produce a circular motion perpendicular to a magnetic field. The particle will describe a circle if V and B are perpendicular to the each other. Here velocity of the particle and magnetic field is perpendicular to the direction, so particle describe a circle, means radius of the circle is r. Okay, now if velocity has a component along B, this component remain unchanged as the motion along magnetic field will not be affected by the magnetic field. Okay, the motion in a plane perpendicular to the magnetic field as a before circle 1, thereby produce a helical motion. Next figure is helical motion, helical path of the particle, helical path of this particle. Here we already discussed that in standard 11th chapter number 4. If r is radius of the circle path of particle, radius of the circle is r, so in this case r, so mv square upon r, force of this act perpendicular to the path towards the center of the circle, Okay, if the velocity V is perpendicular to the magnetic field B, magnetic force is perpendicular to the both velocity and magnetic field, act like a centripetal force. So magnitude of this is equal, equation is QVB. So equation mv square upon r is equal to QVB. So r is equal to mv upon QB, for the radius of circle described by the charge particle. Here the larger momentum, the larger is the radius. Suppose increase momentum, so radius also increase, bigger the circle describe, If omega is the angular frequency, Then here nu is equal to omega r. So omega r is equal to 2 pi nu, sorry, v is equal to omega r, omega is equal to 2 pi nu. Okay, so is equal to qb upon m, which is independent of the velocity or energy. Here this nu is frequency of rotation. Independence of nu from energy has important application in design of cyclotron. Now revolution is t is equal to 2 pi upon omega, means 1 upon nu is the frequency of, there is a component of velocity parallel to the magnetic field. Okay, the distance moved along the magnetic field in a one rotation is called pitch, means one rotation completed, this one distance between these two rotation, this is called pitch. Okay, so pitch p is equal to parallel into t, nu is equal to, so 2 pi m nu parallel upon q into b. Radius of circle component of motion is called radius of the helix. Okay, topic 4.4, motion in combined electric and magnetic fields. In first one is 4.4.1, velocity selector. You know that a charge q moving with a velocity in the presence of both electric field and magnetic field experience a force given by the equation, Lorentz equation, F is equal to q E plus V cross B is equal to electric field portion plus magnetic field portion B. Okay, we shall consider the simple case in which electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the velocity of the particle. Okay, perpendicular to each other. Here electric field direction is y, magnetic field direction z, and velocity of the particle is x direction. So here electric field and magnetic field each other perpendicular to the direction, and also velocity is perpendicular to this both electric field and magnetic field. So okay, so here E is equal to Ej, j cap, because of y direction. Okay, E is equal to B cap and V is equal to V I cap. So in the electric field portion, force is equal to Q into E, charge and electric field E into E is equal to QE j cap. Now for the magnetic field is equal to QV cross B. So here we can write is equal to QV I cap into B K cap. Okay, now is equal to minus Q B J cap, minus Q B J cap. Therefore F is equal to Q E minus VB J cap. Okay, now electric and magnetic force are in opposite direction as shown in figure. suppose we adjust the value of E and B, the magnitudes of the two forces are equal, then the total force on the charge is 0. Because of two forces are equal to total charge is 0. So the charge will move in the field undeflected. This happens when QE is equal to QV B, or V is equal to electric field upon magnetic field. So this condition can be used to select the charged particle of the particular velocity out of the beam containing charges moving with a different speed. Okay, the crossed electric and magnetic field therefore serve a velocity selector only particles which speed E upon B pass undeflected through the region of the cross field. This method was employed by the J.J. Thomson. Okay, so this is the topic is 4.4. Topic 4.5, magnetic field due to a current element. Magnetic field due to a current element, Biot-Savart law. Most important question here. All the magnetic field that we can know are due to a current, because moving charge only produce a magnetic field, and due to the increasing magnetic moment of particle. Here X and Y carrying a current I. Okay, consider a conductor D, element of dl of the conductor. Now magnetic field due to a element is to determined by a point Q inward to the direction, magnetic field direction at point P, which is at a distance r from this element IDL. Distance from this is r, and let theta be angle between dl and displacement vector r. Dl and this displacement vector r means this is the dl, this portion here to here, this one displacement vector r. Okay, according to Biot-Savart law, magnitude of magnetic field dB, this portion dB is proportional to the current I, element length dl in mod element dl, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance r. Directly proportional to dB is directly proportional to IDL cross r upon inversely proportional to square of the distance r. Its direction is perpendicular to the plane containing dl and r. So equation dB is directly proportional to IDL cross r upon r cube. Okay, so is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi IDL cross r upon r cube. Here mu 0 upon 4 pi is a constant of proportionality. Okay, when the medium is vacuum, obvious that the magnitude of this field is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi IDL sin theta upon r square, because of cross product means sin theta, cross products means sin theta. Okay, so mu 0 upon 4 pi IDL sin theta upon r square, for dot product cos theta. Okay, now where we have used the property of cross product, our basic equation for magnetic fields, the proportionality constant in SI unit as the exact value is mu 0 upon 4 pi 10 raised to minus 7 10 raised to minus 7 unit is. Okay, now we call mu 0 the permeability of free space. Mu 0 is for the permeability of free space. Now the next is differences with the Coulomb law for the electrostatic fields. Some of these are, first one is both are long range since both depend inversely of the square of the distance from the source to the point of interest. Okay, the principle of superposition apply to the both field, in both case apply to the. Now second one is electrostatic field is produced by a scalar source, the electric charge. The magnetic field is produced by a vector source. Okay, electric field produced by a scalar source. Now here is vector source in the ideal. Okay, now next is electrostatic field is along the displacement vector joining the source and field point Okay, now the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane and containing the displacement vector r and current element ideal. Displacement vector r and current element ideal. Again I repeat, the electrostatic field is along the displacement vector joining the source and field point, but in the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane containing the displacement vector and current element ideal. Okay, now fourth one is there is a angle dependence in the Biot-Savart law which is not present in the electrostatic case. The magnetic field at any point in the direction of dl is 0, means a dash line is 0 along this is, so theta is equal to 0, so sin theta is equal to 0, so dB this element also 0. So there is the interesting relation between permittivity of the free space, permeability of the free space and speed of light in vacuum. So epsilon 0 mu 0 is equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 mu 0 upon 4 pi, so is equal to 1 upon 9 into 10 raised to 9 10 raised to minus 7, so answer is equal to 1 upon 3 into 10 raised to 8 square, means is equal to 1 upon c square. SI unit